What's up, everybody? It's Supersmallgreywolf here, and today I'm gonna be talking about. I don't know what I'm gonna name this video. Maybe I don't even know, man. But basically, this video, let me just break it down for you. Number one, you know how video game companies change shit just because the SJW, SJW, I think it's called, whatever the fuck, you know, those social warriors, bitches, and fuckers, whatever the fuck, you know. For example, you know, Grand Theft Auto has a stripper, then those people just stop bitching and I don't know, stuff like that. Now, in my opinion, this is just fucking ridiculous, man. This video games these days, this is what fucking is killing video game companies, in my opinion, and games and in general. So, what the fuck is going on? Number one, the new box art for Super Mario Odyssey, it has changed. Nintendo updated, and yeah. So what's different? Try to figure it out. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that video. Fuck. People do those videos. So you see this Mexican little village, he has like the little fucking cabin, whatever, you know, little hat, sombrero. And over here they changed the new box art to a fish, you know, the underwater sea level. In my opinion, to be honest, I kinda like this better. Now, me, I'm not racist, you know. I have Mexican friends, a lot of them here and there, and no. Yo, this, another thing, I was gonna name this video, racist. Again, I don't even know what the fuck to, racism in video games. That's the title, but maybe that's the title, I don't even fucking know. But, long story short, let me just say what I say. Okay, Mexicans, man, you see, people have this mindset, right? For example, like, Hispanics, there's only a few countries of Spanish-speaking countries, right? There's Spain, Mexico, or Puerto Rico. Now, in my opinion, this is fucking racist. Yes, like, how could you think like only those countries a lot of Hispanics come from, you know? Now, why am I talking about this? Because number one, I experienced that shit, like, you know, like people was like, yo, you look fucking Colombian or some shit, you know what I mean? And I said, nah, man. He's like, oh, I met a few Puerto Ricans here and there, and you get my fucking point. You know, one time, this what was it? I think he was Jamaican, right? My Jamaican friend. He thought my Dominican friend was Puerto Rican. Yo, he always got his ass whooped, but he knew I was showing him, so yeah. My point why I bring that one up is because people do get pissed off here and there when you know, here and there. And I understand in a way, Nintendo, look, don't, because I think it's one of those social warrior, you know, online, I don't know, basically, like I said, you know, like there's a prostitute and she's doing some shit on Grand Theft Auto, so hey, here we come for the save. We need to talk some shit about the fucking game. Look, and number one is just a fucking game, okay? I don't give a fuck if they have this Mexican, if that was Colombia, they named it, if that was Spain, you know. In my opinion, the first Spanish-speaking country that comes to mind, to be honest, like in the whole, it's not even Mexico, dude, it's Spain, you know. So I don't even know why the fuck people, in my opinion, it's not all you non-Hispanics, but it's a lot of them I met throughout my life. Now, I met a lot of chill people, don't get me wrong, they were not racist, they did a simple mistake, they apologized. Now, in my opinion, you know, racism in video games, it's not, unless it's direct racism, like for example, some white guys walking up calls their black guy N-word, then that's racist. Now, if it's just, you know, Mario's Italian, so if he wants to wear a sombrero, it's a sombrero, okay? Like, you can't go, for example, that's like saying that's just racist. Like, he's in Mexico, yo. Maybe he wants to, you know, wear a sombrero, let him be, you know what I mean? Like, that's like saying, oh, I'm going to, I don't even fucking know, the United States, right? Like some part of the United States, and then I'm just wearing what the hell, jeans and a cap backwards, and saying, hey, what's up, dude? You know, like, that's not racist, man. What the fuck? That's how you dress, you know, it's the way you dress. It's not like, oh, Mario's wearing that, now he's racist. No, Nintendo's not racist. Yes, they changed the box art and all that, but in my opinion, another example of this stuff, in my opinion, the underwater level looks kind of badass. I don't fucking like the dinosaur level. Like, fuck, why don't you leave, you know, put that right there and put the underwater level right here. Yeah, I think that would be good. And put about this, I don't know. The turtle, he looks okay, but I would change a little bit of that. The dinosaur, he's okay. Not really my thing though. And that could stay. That's how I would do it if I was Nintendo. You know, keep that minus this, put it on the water level right there. So that's how I would change it if I was Nintendo. Another thing is this Nazi symbol in the upgraded or remake or whatever the fuck remastered Call of Duty zombie maps. So as you can see, over here is the cross and over here is the swastika. And for the new Call of Duty, they're using that symbol with the plus. Now, in my opinion, this is, it's part of history. It's not racist, in my opinion, because number one, it's part of history. They're telling a story about history, you know what I mean? So this is part of history. Now, I don't know about that much about this. I grew up knowing that's the Nazism symbol, but I know here and there, I went to history class, and I think I saw that shit. I don't even fucking know, but I know that much better than that. So yeah, in my opinion, just leave how it is. If it's a Nazism, what the fuck? Nazi symbol, leave the Nazi symbol. If it's in World War II, it's acceptable. Now, in my opinion, the people just want these companies to follow how they do, but these companies, in my opinion, should stand up for themselves and do what they do. You know what I mean? I didn't even know, just wanted to add this here and there before I go to my next point. So yeah, another thing I want to point out in this video is the sexism in video games or whatever the fuck. So as you can see, many YouTubers did. I watched 8 Dots, so I know he did a few of those, and Boardman the YouTuber. So yeah, in my opinion about this part in the video, I think, you know what, man, I understand, like females were in World War II. You want to try to make it as World War II as you can, put the Nazi symbol. And this might be a little bit hypocritical of me saying, but keep the Nazi symbol. I think the original one, the swastika. But the females is not that big of a deal, in my opinion, Like, that's kind of hypocritical of me, like I said, because, hey, you don't want this, but you want them to add this, that was not in World War back then. I know females had part, but they were more like, nurses and all that. They weren't fighting here and there, like, the men. And, in my opinion, this is not that big of a deal, 100%. Now, I could be like, in my opinion, I'll be like, depending how they look, of course. Like, hey, if they looking like Sparrow and Sapphire, I think, and Battery, then okay. If they looking like some Advanced Warfare had good characters. If they looking like fucking Infinite Warfare characters, then it's a problem. So the design matters. That one, I'm not that into, so it's a fucking issue. So moving on from that. So over here, as you can see, E for everyone, T for teen, and for mature. Why I'm bringing this one up is because, if this rating system is there, to show like where parents, if you don't know what the fuck this is, it's basically like, this is for teens, this is for mature people. Why am I bringing this up? Because if people keep on saying, oh, this is, imagine a world, right, where Nintendo just kept that, the original, kept this and didn't put that. What the hell would this be? Just E for everyone, like, and with other people just, no, I don't, I'm mistaken. Wait, I mean, imagine if they kept this, right? A different world in a different universe, or whatever the hell, however the expression is said, in a different universe. Let's say they kept this, then in my opinion, these justice warrior people would be like, yo, this, that, why is it E for everyone? It should be M for mature, T for teen, because it has some racism. In my opinion, like, yo, no, man, just keep that. It's not, man. It's going to be a big issue too, if someone keeps on saying it in the group of people who's, attacking the game for that, if they kept this. So in my opinion, I think that's why Nintendo, changed it to this, because they didn't want to be attacked and all that shit. So yeah, another thing, I don't know, I guess that's it. Make the thumbnail. So yeah, with that being that, in my opinion, video games is a creation, like, it's a form of art and media, so let it be. I don't understand why people's over here attacking video game companies attacking people here and there. Now, there's things that's racist and things that is controversial, here and there going around. Like, for example, and things I don't agree with. Like, for example, thing of topic is like this, people, Nintendo, I mean, not people, but Nintendo's changing it. Listen to these fucking people saying, oh, that shit's racist. I'm not, Mario's Italian, dude. Okay, now if he, for example, this will be racist in my opinion. If Mario was over there, he got the sombrero, he got a little trumpet, and then you could play it. And then whenever you play it, it's like the Mexican theme or whatever. That's racist, okay? Like, maybe, I don't even fucking know at this point. To be honest, I need to take a piss, so I'm trying to finish this video. So tell me in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.